Today, we're jumping into one of the most intense stories of personal transformation you'll ever find. It comes from the book of Genesis, and it's about a man who, in one single, terrifying night, has to face down his past, his fear, and, well, himself. So let me just ask you this. Imagine you're finally heading home after being away for 2 whole decades. But there's a problem. The one person you totally betrayed to get where you are, your own brother, is waiting for you. You send some people ahead, hoping to maybe smooth things over. But the news they come back with, it's absolutely chilling. Yeah, your brother isn't coming alone. He's on his way to meet you with 400 men. This is the nightmare scenario that a man named Jacob is about to live through. Okay, so here's the setup. Jacob has been gone for 20 years. He's now a really wealthy man. He's got a huge family, tons of livestock. He's made it. He's finally heading back home. But his past is literally racing to meet him in the form of his brother, Esau. Just imagine getting that message from your scouts. 400 men. That is not a welcoming party. In the ancient world, that's practically an army. Every single fear Jacob has been running from for the last 20 years has just popped up on the horizon, and it's coming right for him. So what does he do? He does what he's always done. He reverts to his old self. You see, Jacob's name in Hebrew sounds a lot like the word for deceiver, and frankly, he's lived up to it his whole life. So, faced with this overwhelming terror, the old schemer in him kicks into high gear with a desperate plan. And it is a classic Jacob plan. It's got 2 parts. First, damage control. He splits his entire camp, family, herds, everything into 2 groups. His thinking is, hey, if Esau attacks one, maybe the other one can get away. Then, part 2, appeasement. He puts together this absolutely massive gift to send ahead, hoping he can basically buy his brother's forgiveness. And just look at the sheer size of this gift. We are talking about 550 animals. This is not some small token of apology. In that time, this was a fortune. He is literally trying to build a wall of goats and sheep between himself and his brother's anger. And this quote, it just lays his strategy bare. He's going to send these animals in waves so that his brother is met by gift after gift after gift. He's hoping that by the time he actually sees him face to face, Esau's anger will have softened. He's trying to buy his way out of this. But then, after all the planning, all the strategy, something shifts inside him. The self-reliant schemer suddenly realizes that his brilliant plan might not be enough. So he does something new. He prays. And listen to this prayer. It's not a list of demands. It's just total humility. He starts by saying he's not even worthy of the good things in his life. He finally gets that all his wealth, the very stuff he's using to try and save his skin, wasn't from his own cleverness. It was a gift he feels he never deserved. And here it is, the core of it all, just pure, honest fear. He lays it all out on the table. Please rescue me. I am afraid. The strategist is gone. The deceiver is gone. All that's left is a terrified man who knows he's at the end of his rope, crying out for help. Okay, so after admitting he's powerless, Jacob does something that shows he means it. That night, he sends everyone and everything across the Jabbok River. His wives, his kids, all his stuff. He has emptied his hands of all his plans, and now he makes himself completely and totally alone in the dark. And in this moment of absolute isolation, a stranger appears out of the darkness. The text just says a man. And this man wrestles with him, not for a few minutes, all night long. A grueling, relentless struggle right up until the sun starts to rise. The fight is a complete stalemate. But then, this mysterious stranger does something impossible. He just touches Jacob's hip, and it's dislocated. In that instant, Jacob knows this is no ordinary man. But here's the crazy part. Even after being physically broken, he will not let go. This is it. This is the climax of the whole story. This is the moment where everything changes. The struggle, the injury, it was all leading to this. Jacob is about to be given a whole new identity. This is the turning point. The man says, "Let me go." But Jacob, injured, exhausted, refuses. And his demand has completely changed. He's not fighting for his life anymore. He's not scheming for an advantage. He's just clinging on, begging for a blessing. It's an act of pure, desperate faith. Then the man asks him, "What is your name?" He makes Jacob say it out loud, own his entire past one last time. Jacob, deceiver. And only after he admits who he was is he given his new name, Israel. He goes from being the deceiver to one who struggles with God. The man then explains the new name. He tells Jacob that he has won. But wait, how did he win? He didn't overpower his opponent. No, he won by clinging on, by refusing to let go, even when he was broken. His victory was in his persistence, in his desperate need for that blessing. What a powerful image. The sun comes up, and Jacob, who is now Israel, walks away from that place forever changed. He got the blessing he begged for, but he also walks away with a permanent limp. He is moving into his future physically weaker, but spiritually reborn. So the marks of this night are real, and they are permanent. A new name, Israel, which will eventually become the name of an entire nation. A new purpose. A permanent injury to always remind him of this struggle. And he even renames the place Peniel, which means face of God, because he says, I have seen God face to face, and my life was spared. And that kind of leaves us with this final thought. Jacob walked away from the darkest night of his life with a limp and a new name. His moment of greatest weakness became the very source of his truest identity. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What are the struggles in our own lives, those lonely all-night wrestling matches that have the power to break us, to bless us, and ultimately to show us who we really are?